I hope that this video finds you well. The pilgrimage story started when the Prophet Abraham received the command from God to head directly from his home to Mecca, where it is located in Saudi Arabia, with his small family, Hajar and Ishmael, and he obeyed the call. The whole story is mentioned and stated in many verses in the Quran, throughout the chapters of the Quran. He is one of the top pioneer prophets and messengers of God. Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them all. Prophet Abraham is regarded as the father of all the messengers and the prophet of God. And he is regarded as a temple of wisdom. At a time where people are worshipping idols, he rejected that. He insisted to find a way to worshipping God. He is much respected and regarded and appraised by God in the Quran, and he has a whole chapter called Abraham. So he is one of the top pioneers, prophets and messengers of God. The story of the pilgrimage is literally about the Prophet Abraham and his wife and his baby Ishmael, peace be upon them all. He was commanded to go to this place, to Mecca, to rebuild the house of God, which was devastated thousands of years after the deluge had swept the wrongdoers at the time of the Prophet Noah. Please be patient to watch the video. You will get a new perspective. I'm sure you will finish the video happy, smiling, and knowing a new added value from this beautiful story. Please listen to the video, and I'm sure you will not regret.
Once upon a time, thousands of years back, the Prophet Abraham was commanded by God to prepare himself for a long journey with his wife and his newborn baby to head a valley thousands of miles from his location. A valley where no water, no plant, no life. This plot was Mecca. The patient prophet just followed and obeyed. The next day, he commenced the journey, and when he reached the destination, he turned back and left his company just as commanded by God. Hajar, his wife, called him. "Why are you leaving us alone in this valley? Is that God's command to you?" He nodded with yes. The patient, righteous woman replied with her wonderful everlasting statement, "So he will never let us down, we will never lose." Then, as he left them in Mecca and headed back to his tribe long away, the baby started to cry when there was no water to drink. Hajar started jogging between the two mountains, looking for water for her baby. Seven rounds between the two mountains, the Safa and the Marwa mountains, calling God to answer her and rescue her baby. Then God accepted the call, where Gabriel the angel hit the ground beneath the baby Ishmael's legs. And Zamzam, the eternal water, evolved at this plot to undefined ending. God will never let the righteous woman down. And then life started at this plot. In Mecca, after the amazing water's miracle existence. And then the days passed. Tribes of people migrated to this plot as the birds were seen soaring around this valley from a distance, meaning there is water, so there is life in the valley. Then years later, God commanded Abraham to reach Mecca to rebuild his sanctified house. The sanctified house of God, on its old foundation. Then after the completion of the house, with the support of Ishmael, his little boy, Abraham was commanded by God to call the mankind. Proclaim the pilgrimage to the people, they will come to you on foot and on every lean camel, they shall come from every deep ravine. And when we settled for Abraham the place of the holy mosque, he shall not associate with me anything. Quran. Purify my house for those who circumambulate it, and those who stand for those who bow and prostrate. Today, millions of Muslims head to the house every year to respond to Abraham's call and perform it as one of the Islam's main key foundations. The pilgrimage reflects a simulation of the day of the judgment, the hereafter. Millions are gathered by God's command at His house in one plot at one call. Peace be upon Abraham, said by God in the Quran.